Okay, this is the fourth video on equations of lines. We're going to talk about lines that are parallel to another line in this video. Parallel lines. Two distinct lines are called parallel if their slopes are equal. So here's an example of two parallel lines. They never intersect. They go on forever in both directions here, but they will not intersect. And those are parallel lines. Okay. Write the equation of the line that satisfies the given conditions. And we're going to express the final equation in slope-intercept form. So it contains the point -1, 4 and is parallel to the line y equals 3x minus 2. There's two things we need to get the equation of a line. We need the slope and we need the y-intercept, which is b. So we need two things, m and b. Okay, so let's work on m first. Well, we don't have the slope, but we know that it's parallel to this line. Well, if it's parallel, that means that the slopes are the same. Well, what's the slope of this line right here? It's already in slope-intercept form. So, let's see that. Since the lines are parallel, the slopes will be the same. The line is already given in slope-intercept form, which it is, y equals 3x minus 2. Y is by itself. So we can compare to y equals mx plus b to determine the slope. So the slope is a number that's in front of x. And we could do that as long as y is by itself. So what is m? Right, m is 3. So we've compared it to y equals mx plus b. The number in front of x is the slope. M is 3. And we have a point, -1, 4. So we have the slope. We also need b. So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to use y equals mx plus b. We're going to replace this -1 with x and the 4 with y, m with 3, and that'll let us solve for b. So substitute point and slope into the formula, simplify, and solve for b. So 4 for y, 3 for m, -1 for x. Multiply this now. 4 equals -3 plus b. Again, we're trying to get b by itself. Have m. Add 3 to both sides. So b is 7. We now have m and b. We have m because it was parallel, so we use the same slope. So remember, parallel, same. So now we could write that in slope-intercept form using m and b. So y equals 3x plus 7. All right, we'll do another example. We want the equation of a line, again in slope-intercept form, and this time it contains the point 5, 11, and is parallel to the line 3x plus 2y equals 12. Almost the same as the last problem, but this time the equation that's parallel to is not in slope-intercept form. So if it's not in slope-intercept form, what should we do? Right, get it in slope-intercept form. Get y by itself. Okay, so it's written out here. Since the lines are parallel, the slopes will be the same. Rewrite the line given in slope-intercept form to determine the slope. Okay, so 3x plus 2y equals 12. Subtract 3x on both sides. 2y equals, you could write 12 minus 3x, but we want y equals mx plus b, so we want the x term first. These aren't like terms, so you wouldn't subtract them and get 9x. So just bring down the 2y. We have negative 3x, and the 12 is positive because there's no sign in front of it. It's a positive 12. We're almost there. We have to get y by itself. So then the next step is divide by 2. So divide by 2 on all three terms. So now we have y by itself. So y equals, you can put the negative in the middle of the fraction here, negative 3/2 x plus 6. Now we can compare to y equals mx plus b. And what is our slope? Right, it's negative 3/2, the number that's in front of x. Okay. And we have m, and this is the point, just rewriting it over here, 5, 11. Now we could go ahead and find b. We're going to use the slope-intercept form of a line, y equals mx plus b. And again, the 5 is our x, the 11 is our y, the negative 3/2 is your m, and our goal is to solve for b. So putting in those numbers, remember if you have a whole number, negative 3/2 times 5, that's really like 5 over 1. So you can multiply the two top numbers, that'll be negative 15 over 2. And then if you have an equation with fractions, you want to clear the fractions. So multiply all three terms by the LCD, which is 2. And the reason we do that is so that these 2's will reduce out. So 22 equals negative 15. Be careful with that negative. Sometimes many of us forget to bring down that negative sign. And 2 times b is 2b. The 2's cancel, so we just have negative 15 plus 2b. Get b by itself, so we need to add 15 to both sides. And then add the 22 and 15, that's 37. Divide by 2. b equals 37/2. We have our b. We have m. So now we could write it in slope-intercept form. Y equals negative 3/2 x plus 37/2. Okay, that's it for this video. I'll see you here for the next one.